Hello, Otafest listeners, and welcome to the newest episode of the podcast. I'm Jay.
I'm Alfred.
I'm Angelo.
And I'm Dio.
And this is the Season 4 series finale for us.
Wow.
Because Otafest is over. It's been over for like a month.
Holy shit.
It's like a season finale, I guess.
Yeah.
Otafest is over. Play
finale.
Crab Rave.
Yes. So many of our roles are done for at least the next few months and so many things, so we've just kind of slowly picked things back together after the hectic chaos. Before we get too far, I'd like to thank Crunchyroll and Microsoft for continuing as our sponsors for the podcast and for our event. Thank you so very much. We'll let you know about them more later if you haven't heard of them before somehow.
Yep.
In the meantime,
What's Microsoft?
I'll tell you all about it just later.
Well, apparently it might be the E3, so...
Yeah, exactly. Alfred, do you have some news for us?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Well, actually, yes. Early bird tickets are available online for Otafest 2020. As usual, they were available basically the moment Otafest 2019 ended.
Yes.
So go on. If you're really keen, go buy some tickets.
It's $45.
$45.
They're not going to get cheaper.
No, they won't. And I won't be around to tell you to buy them this time. You'll have to be BJ telling you to buy them. Otafest will also be at Animethon 26. So that's the next big convention in Alberta. Animethon 26 in Edmonton in August. Please visit our sister convention. Say hello to us. We'll be at the booth as usual. We'll probably be trying to sell like leftover merchandise from Otafest 2019. So if you missed any, you can try to see if we have any stock. Yep. I don't know. Yeah, that's literally it. There's nothing to talk about.
There's really not a whole lot in terms of...
For like post Otafest,
because, not surprisingly, we're done for the year.
Yeah.
We might have a couple of pockets. There's nothing announced yet, but usually we'll have a couple of things here and there. So gaming events with Microsoft, for example, might be a thing. We might have a couple of food events and some other...
I would say don't expect much news until maybe around August, I'd say. Yeah, we need a break. The team is still recovering. Taking vations. Some
season finale episode. I don't think we're coming back until about August at the earliest.
Yep.
So this will be the last episode for a bit as well. But we're just finishing things off here.
Yep.
I don't know. Heading into, I guess, I felt like I said, it's been a month since Oda already, which is like amazing.
Has it?
Almost.
Well, it's June 6th right now. Otafest.
No, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Okay, yeah.
It's almost a month. Yeah.
Okay,
We're getting close.
This year was like the weirdest year for me personally because I was not around Otafest very much at all, despite being a part of Otafest.
Right.
Much. So,
it was weird for me too because like
you took on a new role.
I took on a new. Well, no, not even. Well, not only just taking on a new role, but like it was also my first year not cosplaying.
Oh.
So I was like.
Heresy.
People paying attention to me and asking me for photos.
Yeah, it was very weird to be the person asking others for photos while not being in costume. But also, like, I wasn't sweaty and exhausted midday.
Right.
It was very different. It was a very nice
Holy
change.
cow.
So I guess the only thing really to talk about for Otafest 2019, I mean, like, we still have videos coming out on YouTube of certain cosplay contests and such.
Yeah. I think are still being cranked out.
Internally, we've compiled all your feedback. We've gone over it as a team. We hear you. We're going to implement some new stuff, but we can't talk about it yet.
No.
Just wait till next year. Again, don't expect any new news from us until maybe like August, I'd say. We do have a guest announcement already.
Yay!
Yeah, we managed to get Josh Grell. So if you are a fan of the Yuri on Ice dub, then Josh Grell.
I believe it's pronounced Greeley.
Greeley?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, Josh Grell. That's okay.
Josh will be there.
It's tough. Names are like, who knows?
Right. But yeah, that's honestly that's it for the Otafest news stuff. There's nothing to talk about. What about other stuff?
Did you how was your post-con? Were you pretty tired?
Oh yeah, I was pretty much at my limit Sunday night.
Yeah.
I slept all day basically for Monday. Friends came over, and then that whole week was pretty much non-stop after Otafest because we had guests coming in from Vancouver. So we were entertaining people, recovering from Otafest ourselves, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, So, but anyways, that's all done. Yep.
Angela,
You're finally free.
You didn't even come to Otafest.
At least for a few months.
I worked all weekend.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Having a job is
Disgusting.
disgusting.
I know. It's like I have to pay the rent or something.
Yeah.
You guys moved in together.
We did.
Yeah.
We have a house now.
Together, but like you moved in like right before Otafest.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's really stressful and draining, and like retraining the pets to deal with not only each other but a completely new environment.
Oh yeah, because now you have a cat and
Cat
dog
and a
together.
I'm really hyped to have moved into it together, but at the same time, it was like the worst possible time.
It really was the worst possible time.
We wanted to go to SacraCon, but we couldn't
Is there a reason why you chose like May?
because
Yeah, dude. It's like you can't really control when that happens.
Yes,
Like,
you can.
well, we absolutely can. We
I
could have
moved
waited
a lot,
but
Alfred.
We could have waited till this.
okay,
month.
well, I'm just
Dio
speaking-
wanted to move out of her parents' house.
Yeah.
And I had I didn't care about staying in another basement suite
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
More
I
time.
just was really desperate. For me, it was mostly the time thing because,
Right.
like, I work downtown now.
Yeah.
The round trip time, like from my parents' house on public transit to where I work and back, was about 3 hours.
That's rough.
Each day,
Jeez.
which was just a lot. So it was a big time suck out of my life
Right.
to be losing 3 hours a day.
No,
Whereas
exactly.
Now it's about 40 minutes round trip, like
That's not
for
bad.
the whole day,
Yeah.
which is way more manageable.
Yeah, like for us, like when I bought the house, right? Like I couldn't really control when the deal would close and all that, right? So it was like for us,
No,
it was
I
just
mean,
like
you control when you start looking.
yeah,
Exactly.
But, but it's like we didn't know if we were gonna find one a year down the line or find one a month down the line, right? That's what I mean. So yeah, but. Yeah, congratulations. I guess I've been to the house. The house is nice.
It's real pretty.
It's a huge upgrade for you guys. So I'm happy for you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy too. And my parents have been over every single weekend so far.
That's nice.
And my dad has texted me every single day.
Yeah.
That's he's a worried parent. It's okay.
He is. It's
My mom
cute.
still does my groceries for me sometimes.
Aww.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Can your dad do our groceries?
Yeah, I wish.
No.
I don't see that happening anytime soon. Sorry.
Yeah.
That could be a wedding present. It's just a grocery gift card.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
That'd be great.
I'd be happy with that too.
Can we just call you husband and wife already at this point, or what?
I mean, I guess.
I'm actually even I'm engaged still, but I'm wearing my wedding band. So it's
You might as well.
I may as well. Like,
what's the?
well, I'm thinking about like,
don't know.
okay, what if I go buy another band just to call it the engagement band, but I'll only be wearing it for like a year, and then I'll have to switch over.
Yeah, because the
So-
date's already set and stuff. Like, you might as
Yup.
well.
You bought a house. You can't afford another ring.
Exactly.
Just make one out of Play-Doh if you have to.
There are silicone ones actually that are just for comfort and all that.
Are those for your
also-
finger? Are you sure?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm very sure.
But they're also for like there's ones that like service members wear, so they're usually just really plain and
Yeah.
black or something because
Exactly.
that way they don't have to.
The one I'm wearing isn't that expensive anyways. It's just like a tungsten one. I like the tungsten look. So.
Nice.
Nice.
I could see, of course, Alfred.
In a pinch,
It's
you can
very
put it in a
stylish.
glass bowl and run
It's so
electricity through it.
Yeah.
Some things came out during Otafest and around that time.
Okay, well, let's start with the first one because we kind of we pulled a little something for closing ceremonies. We had joked that since closing ceremonies was right about 7:00,
Yeah.
we should just stream Game of Thrones, the series finale.
Yeah.
And we tried that, and apparently HBO didn't like that. I'm kidding. No, we didn't. But
We would get in so much. We would
So
be
much
destroyed.
trouble.
yeah, no, it was a fun little joke we thought we'd throw into closing ceremonies. But yeah,
So yeah, first of all, we're not going to be spoiler free on this because that's ridiculous at this point.
Yeah.
it's been
It's been weeks.
okay. So have you guys
I've
followed
only
Game of
heard-
Thrones?
Nope.
Nope.
I follow the books.
Okay.
I plan on starting to read the books and starting to watch the show now that I can kind of like consume both. And have to be waiting.
okay. So do you care
But
about?
I don't care about spoilers or anything like that. Like,
Okay.
I just want to enjoy it.
I actually feel like if I spoil it for you, you're less likely to hate the series as a whole because for a
okay.
lot of people, the ending ruined everything.
Yeah, I
Not
did
just
see
the
that
ending.
as well.
That's what I've heard.
So
Everybody hates the ending.
Yeah,
For some reason, you don't.
But I love the ending, and I think it's a perfect ending.
Obviously, a lot of people, like a lot of our staff, they didn't just like magically disappear during Otafest to go watch Game of Thrones. So like some people were sticking around, and I, being just myself, I just like was sitting around, and someone was telling me like, "Oh, I can't wait to go home to see Game of Thrones." I'm like, "Oh, you haven't seen it on Twitter already? Like people are already spoiling it." And out of nowhere, I just made a stab at what was going to happen, and I predicted it.
Yeah, because it's not the likely thing, but then if you sit back and think about it, it's the perfect thing to have
so
happened.
Just throw it out there.
Okay, so Bran...
just
Well, Bran wins the throne, but it's not technically the throne anymore because the throne gets melted by Drogon. Yeah, so it's like, but it makes sense though. Like everyone's like angry. Oh, they like. I think everyone's just angry about this season because like, it was rushed. A lot of character arcs were wrapped up not so satisfactorily and stuff. And Daenerys dies. But I'm just like, you know what? Daenerys dying was going to happen. Like how? Like
isn't that a thing?
The entirety of the show.
Happens in the book.
The entirety of the show, 8 seasons worth. We're telling you that
this last season doesn't happen in the books. Like,
okay,
like,
this is where
the speculation is that
they diverged.
George R. R. Martin has divulged a lot of large events that they could use
as a framework,
but they did not like
they went with their own thing.
It's not confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually feel that a lot of the character arcs were well realized rather than rushed. Like, well, okay, fine, they were rushed, but they were well realized.
I heard about Dragon Lady was that her going insane and murdering everyone kind of came out of nowhere.
It didn't though. Like it really didn't.
So I'm someone who's never seen the show.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never read the books, so I only really have knowledge of Game of Thrones from what I've heard from other people, which is what made me interested in watching the show and reading the books.
So what you should know about the show is that what hooked people in the first place was that it wasn't like it would build up these heroes and then kill them off.
Yeah.
Right when they were at the peak of about to succeed, right?
Yeah.
And the reason for that is that like in the world of Game of Thrones, people who are pure of heart do not exist. They're human and they make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
So for this character, right? Like
she was so perfect, and
she wasn't perfect
wrong.
Though. Like that.
Well,
my understanding is
my understanding is that people thought she was like as close to perfect as you could.
Precisely.
But she was like Daenerys was reaching her crescendo. It's like it's not surprising.
It's not, and then people were like, oh, like. It like she went crazy out of nowhere. It's like, okay,
my understanding was that she was ruthless. Like she's killed a lot of people, right?
Oh yeah.
It's just that in this last season, the targets of the good old dragon murdering were kind of out of nowhere. Kind of like Anakin going and killing all the Padawans.
So basically, she ended up killing all these civilians in the final battle, and I'm like,
she turned heel.
Yeah, but it makes total sense though because like she gets out of her problems by burning stuff. And her house words are fire and blood. And she kept saying that she's going to destroy this like horrible system of government and all that, right? And like, she killed a bunch of civilians and all that, but it's like she wanted to ensure her conquest was complete, right? And like, if you think about the influences of Game of Thrones, which is medieval history, what happened to Jerusalem in the Crusades? Yeah. What happened to Constantinople? Yeah, right.
Well,
it's
I like Carthage is like the best. That's
if we're
way
talking,
earlier than Middle Ages.
If we're talking about sacking of cities, I think Constantinople is up there, right? But
I think Carthage is the pinnacle.
Yeah,
it's also my understanding.
Carthage is just like what
that like
fuck this land.
I think
nothing is ever happening here ever again.
So people were like, "Oh my god, this is so shocking and out of nowhere," right? But it's like, so was
something that like from my understanding had been kind of foreshadowed in that like she was never like explicitly cruel, but she said herself, it wasn't
foreshadowed enough.
She said herself that she could do it or would do it if she needed.
It was actually foreshadowed multiple times in the series.
I heard it was foreshadowed. It was just not to that extent. That's the people that have been arguing it. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, but
I haven't watched it, and that's why I'm calling her Dragon Lady. I don't even know her how to pronounce her name.
So, but anyways, so that happens. People were pissed off, and then the ending was like, like all these character arcs like didn't get out satisfactorily, and then all of a sudden you put the guy who like doesn't really have a great story onto the throne, and it's like, okay, well that character is also the only person who's not human anymore. Because he had undergone a transformation throughout the entire series.
Doesn't he have like super brain powers?
Yeah, he can see anything, right? I'm like, okay, so think about who wants to be the king of a broken kingdom. the guy who
Peter
sees
Dinklage
everything.
Just be like, that guy's the king now.
He's also physically broken.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, that guy's the king now. And apparently, like, it's also because he can't have kids and have heirs or whatever. And it's like, you know what? This makes perfect sense. This thematically makes sense with the books and the show as well. I think
it's just people wanted certain things to play out, not necessarily differently.
That's it.
But given things to breathe,
and now
time to breathe is really important.
Right. And but like
pacing.
You gotta keep in mind, right? Like, just you once you reach the resolution of a story, like sometimes I almost feel like having more episodes sure would have padded things out, would have made things a little like lessen the blow a little, but would that have been actually worth the budget? Right, like worth a couple more episodes, right? Yeah. And I also feel that
were they hurting for money?
No. Well, they weren't either. So.
Exactly opposite.
But yeah, like
I don't think budget was that big of a concern. Yeah.
All the fans went crazy. They got really pissed off, and then they made a petition to like change the ending. But I'm just like, okay, 3 weeks on. Where's that petition? Where's the news? Where's like the fan outrage? People forgot about it.
Honestly,
right? It's like whatever.
There's no way to finish that series without pissing a lot of people off.
Precisely, and it's like
George R.R. Martin could have been fucking.
They didn't pander to the fan fiction.
Yeah, exactly.
He could have been kidnapped, locked in a room with just like an MS-DOS workstation,
which is what he writes on.
Forced at gunpoint to write the rest of the book or whatever they're waiting on, and they could have adapted that piece of material perfectly, and a lot of people would still have been pissed off.
Exactly. I'm clenching.
Look, as long as
it's the same reason why they can't
totally
Dragon Ball.
I'm totally clenching for Star Wars. People are not going to be happy with Star Wars Episode 9.
Oh yeah,
people already aren't happy.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Just kind of like on the same in the same wavelength, but on the opposite side.
Yeah,
like Aladdin was like something that came out.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
And I can attest to not being happy about the trailer. I haven't seen Aladdin yet, and I still might. But
marketing material was awful.
Yeah.
It really was.
The marketing was like I've seen everything from like attacking, of course, like Will Smith as a genie, to like making it seem like the Aladdin live action looks like the cheap porn version of what Aladdin should be or something like that. But I've heard it was really, really good.
Aladdin was amazing. It was great.
But I think I want to flip that script on like it's the whole like high expectations versus low expectations too.
Right, like, sure, yeah.
Who knows? Maybe Sonic will be amazing.
Well, the thing is, I did have I had like
let's not be crazy.
I had my expectations were about like right, because I had really enjoyed Cinderella. Like
okay, fair.
Sarah didn't, but I did, right? And just from everything I heard about Jungle Book and everything I heard about Beauty and the Beast was that they did a really good job adapting it to live action, and they didn't treat it like a complete remake of the cartoon, right? Or the original. And this is what Aladdin was, and a lot of people felt insulted that it wasn't a remake.
I feel like,
right?
The thing is, I haven't seen the movie. I've heard it's great now, but I still can't get out of my head that everything that was marketed to me is just, look, we have Will Smith with more colors in his suit. We have Will Smith. That's what this movie is. Yeah. This movie is Will Smith the movie, but there's songs.
Do you remember? Well, have you seen the original?
We have Will Smith.
You remember the original, right?
I'm really
of course
excited to see it because Aladdin was my favorite Disney movie.
I don't even know what other actor is in it. Who is there any other actors other than Will Smith? I don't know. I assume there are.
Will Smith plays all the characters.
Every single one. I think for me,
but that's what the marketing was.
I'm excited to see it, knowing that other people have seen it and enjoyed it. Because, like, if it was as bad as the trailers, I wouldn't go see it because, like, that's my favorite movie. But like, I don't want to watch a shot-for-shot remake of the cartoon,
and it's not.
I'll just go watch the cartoon. I want something that stands alone.
So I also want to like talk about the context in which the original and this one have been released in. Back in 1994, there was no instant reaction to trailers online when a trailer would drop. Right?
That's true.
You would have
no online.
There was no online. Well, there was, but like
not only that, you'd have to wait a year to even get it on VHS.
Well, not that we know of. 94, the internet did exist. People were reacting to stuff. Go look up the 1994. Or the 96, I think, website for Space Jam. It's still up.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No, I get that. Okay. Except there were no, like, discussion forums.
Right.
There were
there were BBSs and stuff.
There was no great dissemination of information.
Okay, that's what I mean. Okay, right. So now, all of a sudden, you put out a remake of a beloved classic, right? and you want to show a bit of the genie, right? But like you can't give away everything. And if you really think about the original as well, how many show stealers does the genie have? He has like A Friend Like Me, which is like the big showstopper, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the Prince Alibaba scene, right? Yeah. And that was like sung by the genie and stuff. And there was like stuff in there, right? But it's like you can't give away those musical numbers either, right? So what are you going to put in the trailer? You got to put some random throwaway shots, right? So and at that point, well, CG might be like kind of incomplete and all this stuff, right? And at the first glimpse you see isn't like this bombastic musical number of the genie, then it's like your impressions are not going to be good, right? But I can tell you right now, they did a great job on the CG, and actually watching those musical numbers, that's an amazing intro for the genie. Like they redid Friend Like Me amazingly. It's the highlight of the movie.
I have listened to the cover of A Friend Like Me, and it is amazing. It is so good. It is its own beautiful, wonderful, enjoyable thing.
And it feels like fresh. Okay, so the Friend Like Me in the movie feels like a Fresh Prince song.
It does.
It feels like he went back to the 90s and became the Fresh Prince again.
I mean, the movie's from the 90s. You want to feel from the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. And so Will Smith was a great choice, but the end credits one is like a more modern cover. But you know how Will Smith used to do theme songs for his movies, like Men in Black and Wild Wild West and stuff?
Yeah.
It feels like that.
It's like that again.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. And
so good.
And it was kind of a mood breaker.
Men in Black song and then Wild Wild West. Oh,
I love those songs.
They're
ironically.
So good. Everyone says that Wild Wild West was an awful movie, but I loved it.
I don't think it was a great movie, but it had good music and it had good action.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But anyways, okay, so I'm going to spoil something for you, but so you can mentally Aladdin, but you're going to mentally prepare yourself. Okay,
does Jafar die?
It has to do with the credits. Okay. It has to do with the credits. Okay, so when the credits roll, the modern remake of Friend Like Me starts playing, but then you realize you're listening to it and it's a beat, and then Will Smith starts rapping. And then you hear DJ Khaled.
No.
Why would they do that?
It's still a good song.
It's 2019, dude.
Yeah,
I'll trust you. I'll trust you.
Another one.
Go see Aladdin. Seriously.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a Disney like production. So it's like, how can it? Like they know what they're doing. It's just easy to doubt. I personally still don't know how much I think about The Lion King, because I just I don't see personally how that live action style will translate to very animated character types. The hyenas and
Pumbaa is scary.
Pumbaa's kind of
he looks like a friggin' warthog.
And like Timon looking like an actual meerkat, it messes me up.
It does.
So, but at the same time,
it's different.
Just thinking about it, it's different. It's probably still going to be good.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm very on the fence. I'm sure it's actually going to be good.
Lifelike CG Timon in a grass skirt doing the hula.
Oh, that'd be really funny. Actually, I think that'd be really funny.
But again, you're missing that.
Like warthogs are scary animals in real life.
Yeah,
and like I never thought about it watching The Lion King as a child, but like seeing him in CG was like, that is a scary creature.
I'm just saying, like, you're going to be missing those facial animations that like are exaggerated.
Right.
And things that just don't translate well. But I'm curious. I'm curious as to how it's going to do.
I think the cast is really stacked for one thing.
Oh, hell yeah!
So like they'll be able to carry voice performances really well. I mean, Donald Glover is playing Simba, which is really freaking cool.
Yeah.
What's his name is playing Pumbaa? Canadian stoner guy from Knocked Up.
Seth Rogen?
Seth Rogen is playing Pumbaa.
Wait, Seth Rogen is going to be Pumbaa?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit.
Hell yeah, right? Okay, and freaking John Oliver Zazu.
Yeah.
John Oliver.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's stacked. It's perfect. The
John
cast
Oliver is
perfect.
perfect.
But again,
for Zazu.
it's just visually, I'm hoping it stacks up.
But I mean, like a lot of that stuff translated to Aladdin really well. Like I mean, those like bombastic, huge, like animated stuff, they turn them into like Broadway musical numbers, which is exactly what it needs to be for a live action movie. Anyways,
before we get too far, I'd like to introduce our first sponsor, Crunchyroll. Thank you very much for continuing to sponsor our event with the AV rooms and all sorts of content as well, with prizes and things too, I believe. Here's a little bit about them.
Grand Summoner's mobile game is getting the Isekai treatment. The Pixel RPG's newest collaboration is with one of our favorite shows, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Grand Summoners is a fast-paced, real-time JRPG that gives players the ability to experience 4-player co-op gameplay with players worldwide. Join battles with your friends or face down enemies solo. Summon your favorite slime characters before it's too late. Play for free on iOS and Android.
Thanks again to Crunchyroll. It's a great way to watch anime, so hopefully you can find most of your favorite shows there. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Crunchyroll's fun stuff. I just renewed my account recently, so
right.
Gonna keep on watching, gonna keep binging. Yeah,
watch that weeb stuff.
Nerd.
Yeah,
I'm getting back into shows a little bit just because it's nice to have long format. The only problem is that I can't watch. The problem with anime, because I do like watching them with subs, is that I don't. I'm still working on my Japanese, and I just can't listen to it idly where I'm working on something else. You have to follow the subs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so if you watch the dub for something, then you can just have it as background noise. But
it just doesn't happen.
If you're watching the Japanese, the subs, which you should.
Well,
you have to actually watch. You have to read.
Dude, dubs have gotten better. Like, I really want people to stop.
You uncultured swine.
It's not that dubs haven't gotten better, Alfred. It's just sometimes it's just you want to hear maybe jokes in their original context.
Yeah, agreed. Right? Agreed. And
I just want to see how they're going to sneak in Yuki Aoi next.
Yeah. Like, obviously, it's nothing that we have to like really pick on amongst ourselves. But it's just like it's always those small things.
I think modern anime is way tougher to dub because it's so geared towards the local Japanese audience now. But I mean, like old stuff like Cowboy Bebop, that was like going back.
The Cowboy Bebop dub was set up to fail.
Yeah, too, and it was amazing, right?
It's like the gold standard.
Yeah, it is.
There's like 3 or 4 other dubs that I can think of that are on its level.
Right.
Like Golden Boy.
What do you mean that it was
Golden Boy's good.
Set up to fail?
For more information, refer to my me and Steph's panel with Steve Bloom and Mary Elizabeth McGlynn and Wendy Lee.
Oh, okay. Basically, all the voice actors that were working on it were new at it. Nobody knew what they were doing.
Mary Elizabeth was the ADR director. She was brand new to the thing.
A lot of them didn't really... I don't want to say they didn't understand the characters, but Steve Bloom was Spike, right?
Yep.
He completely reimagined Spike, and that actually carried everything. He gave Spike a much better personality than he did in the Japanese sub.
Right.
Like in the sub, he was basically Spike, but mixed up with Lupin the Third.
Right. So there's a bit of a geekiness to it. Yeah.
No, that's legit. I didn't know about that.
Whereas in the dub, he is his own real character.
Check out the.
It was set up to fail, and it
for
just
main stage, right?
Is the gold standard.
Okay. Now that being said, we're still working on Uploads for main stage. They may or may not hit YouTube just due to things like copyright and our channel.
We'll find a way.
Our channel being flagged is not very fun. We've also lost our Twitter for like a week or two.
Oh yes, I do remember that. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, it's getting way tougher for us as an organization to stay
on
certain platforms. But anyways, yes.
Going on, like YouTube is
YouTube right now.
YouTube right now is a special experience.
Content creation is getting harder and harder. That's all.
Well, no, it's not the creation that's hard.
It's the type of
distribution that's hard.
Distribution and content as well. It's like if you're. I don't know.
If you're thinking about becoming the next YouTube star,
if you want to be a next YouTube star, just be really, really, really racist and talk about outright stuff.
Yeah, legitimately.
And then YouTube will totally support you. You'll get lots of merchandise deals. You'll sell guns to scared Americans. It'll be great. But anyways,
sell maple syrup to concerned Canadians.
No, you got to sell it illegally to the people across the border or across the ocean.
I'll import maple syrup from Vermont.
If you've been following the whole Carlos Miza thing and like Rick and like Steve Crowder thing,
that truly blew my mind. The fact that they took 4 days to write that response was just
he's allowed to say what he say as long as he removes the links to his $90 coffee mugs. He can't promote his shit, but he can say what he says. Anyways,
back on track.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about movies. Last thing we wanted to touch on was John Wick 3.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but I did watch John Wick 2 finally recently, which was also very enjoyable.
Yes.
So with John Wick 2, it ends up with basically everybody in the world being an assassin out to kill John Wick.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Does John Wick 3 start up with that?
Yes.
Is there anyone left living at the end of John Wick 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
How? Are there alien assassins coming after him?
The whole plot the whole plot revolves around the undoing of what happened at the end of John Wick 2, but with some twists that I won't give away.
The ramifications.
Okay.
There's some ramifications that happen. There's some internal like politics and like things that happen. So and at the same and it also expands the world even more, which I love. But anyways,
I think it's hilarious because I always just contest, like, in both movies so far, the first two anyways, I have always just been like, you know exactly who he is, you know what his reputation is, you know exactly what he can do. Why are you opposing him?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if I in the first movie, if my son was the one that, like, you know, killed his dog and took his car, I would have just shot my son himself.
Yeah,
because I'm like, I know what this man can do.
I don't
need to lose any more.
One of the first dudes he kills, he literally asked him, "Do you really, really want to do this?
Yeah.
Do you really want to make me do this to you?"
Yeah.
And the other guy's like, "Well, I'm an assassin. I'm confident in my abilities, and $7 million is a lot of money." And then they fight, and then John Wick kills him with a book.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Like, literally breaks his jaw and like curb stomps him with a book.
That's great.
So they that's how they get around it. They're just like,
everyone knows the pencil story.
The pencil story. The amount of creative kills in this movie is through the roof. Like,
it's like
within the first.
He's like white Jackie Chan.
Within the first half hour, you have someone get killed with a book. You have the knife, like the one in the trailer. He throws like 10 knives into one dude, and then like he kills some guys on a motorcycle.
But that's exactly like
and then he kills a guy with a horse. He kills multiple guys with a horse.
One thing for individual
he uses the horse to kill them, or the guy has a horse.
There's one moment. I'm giving away this. Okay.
No, don't wait. Don't give away all the good action.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, don't tell
me. All right. There's one kill with...
find out who owns the horse.
There's one kill with the horse that's very satisfying to watch.
It's like the Mortal Kombat of movie.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Like I said, it's one thing for like in 3 where individual assassins are now coming after him.
Yeah.
But again, in 1 and 2, you have like crime syndicate guys who are sending all their personnel after them. I'm like, how many of them have to die before you realize you made a grave mistake?
Well, in 2, the last guy sent all these guys because he was trying to get to the hotel,
right?
To the safe spot, right?
It's just like, you've made like no, but I mean not throughout the course of the movie. I meant the very first part.
Oh yeah,
where the it's his uncle or the
the dude's brother.
Yeah. I'm just like, you know what he did to your brothers, like a branch of your crime syndicate.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
Yeah.
Just give him the car.
I don't know.
Just give him the car.
Yeah, it wasn't. No, I think it was like they actually didn't make a comment about that in the opening scene. They're like, "Why don't we just give him back his car?"
Yeah.
And then he launches into the whole speech about how he's a man of focus.
Yeah.
And he killed the guy with a pencil and all that.
It's amazing.
So the whole thing is that John Wick is still pretty angry, and like in this one they finally
he's still pretty angry.
Yeah, and this one is like they're talking about how like he can't really get over his anger, despite the fact that he keeps saying that he wants to leave this life and all that. He still can't get away from killing people. So
oh my god.
Well, I mean, at the start of the first movie, he did.
Yeah, he did, and
then he got dragged back into it.
And now he can't stop again.
Then in the second movie, people were like, once you come back in, you're never getting out again.
He's, what's his name from Rick and Morty? Here I go killing again.
Oh, yeah, basically.
Yeah. That's him.
That's basically John Wick, yeah.
Here I go.
But yeah, no, 3 is, I'd say, better than 2.
Yeah.
Where?
Not as good as 1, better than 2.
Yeah, but 2 is like the filler.
Yeah, kind of.
Like trilogies always have that. Like the second movie, the first
one is always the standalone.
Yeah. The second one
sets up the third one
to the third. Yeah.
Yeah, and this one is very much like fill in more of the world, resolve the stuff from 2, but yet leaving stuff open for even more sequels.
For more if they want.
By the way, this is not a spoiler to say John Wick 4 has been confirmed as well. So
they confirm at the end of the movie, from what I understand. And people got texts or like emails going like, you saw John Wick 3, which means that you're going to go see
John Wick 4. Yeah. Yes, I am. Yeah, how would you know? No, there are 3 for 3 at this point. Like,
if you guys haven't seen it, maybe we'll go see it together.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, it's a great movie. The pacing.
I wanted to see Detective Pikachu tomorrow.
I mean,
that's a good movie too. Actually, I did see it.
It's fun.
It's a fun movie.
Really
Did you, Alfred? Did you go early? Did you get like the card pack?
I didn't get the card, but I did get a card, but I didn't get it from seeing the movie. A friend gave one to me. But
nice. So if you went in the first like opening week, I think it was, you got like trading cards, like Pokemon trading cards, like remember like the old movies?
Yeah.
Trading cards. And So
I still have my ancient Mew.
It's not really a
and my Entei from the third movie.
I don't think it's a spoiler, but like people know that like Bulbasaur is in the movie, and Bulbasaur is pretty cute.
Yeah.
And so Bulbasaur is my starter Pokemon, like in Blue, like way back when. So I've got heavy nostalgia with Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
And he came out on the screen, I was like, I lost my mind. Then after the movie, I opened up my card pack, Bulbasaur.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
The universe knew.
I was 10 years old for about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
God,
no, it's Detective Pikachu was the movie I didn't think I needed, but I needed it.
Yeah,
it was.
Makes me want to play the game too.
Yeah, it was the movie that
actually based off the game. It's
Yeah.
not
sort of. Yeah, but
but like the storyline is very similar.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But anyways, what was surprising to me was that it's basically a sequel to the games and a sequel to the first movie.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, isn't that the one thing is that everything else in the Pokemon universe is canon to Detective Pikachu?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yes. Anyways, I found it a really good game, a really good movie. Stay for the credits.
Okay.
Because like there's no after credits scene, but just stay for the credits. I love the credits. Like it's worth staying for.
This reminds me of a quick conversation we had on the Otafest live podcast with someone.
Yeah.
And we're just talking about potential roles that he would like to be invested in, because he was talking about like movie roles and stuff like that. And I was like, what would you do in order to like be on like the next like Detective Pikachu? And he's like, I would kill. To be on the next movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right then.
Respectable.
Right.
Understandable. Have a nice day, sir.
I can jump on that train.
Yeah. Live action Pokemon is it's just great.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Can't wait.
I would not mind seeing the second one. Like, it's a kids movie.
Yeah.
Don't care.
No.
I just don't care.
No, I don't care.
I just want to go and enjoy and be a child for 90 minutes.
It's the same grouping as wanting to see Jurassic Park for dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Wanting to see Godzilla for Godzilla.
Yeah.
Wanting to see Star Wars for spaceship battles. It's that like you want that. If you want it to appeal to a certain childishness, absolutely just go see it. Like, anyone says it's like it's too childish, it's like you're holding yourself up too high.
Take the sand out of your body parts and enjoy it.
If you're like a parent that doesn't know anything about Pokemon, then sure. But the thing
that's
is,
not who this movie is for.
If
it's for people with kids who are
who
like
grew
30s.
up with G1 and G2,
exactly.
and then
like 20 years.
Yeah,
if you don't know
years.
anything about Pokemon, it's your fault.
Well, the plot kind of hinges on some things.
Okay.
The plot hinges on knowing about what certain Pokemon do. So,
like not knowing who Mewtwo is
exactly.
difficult. But like everyone knows Pikachu, so that's why he's obviously
exactly
mascot and everything, right?
Yeah, but and the whole like Pokemon partnership thing they also set up with like it's
But
But
if
anyways,
you're gonna go see it tomorrow, it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. Again, stay for the credits. It's a little thing, but it's really fun. And that ending though,
the ending, I knew it was coming.
I know, but like I knew it was coming too. But just seeing it, I was like, I didn't know what to I don't know what I expected.
Yeah,
but it should have been that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Everything was like, it's a very simple story, but everything was right in the world. The only other thing that I'm going to mention, and it's not really a spoiler, but it is a big part of the story.
Yeah.
Ditto though.
Yeah,
is like,
okay,
love it.
Also, a big action sequence basically becomes Pokefloats from Super Smash
Bros.
Yeah. That is such a reference to Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh my
Original
God.
Smash Bros.
It's basically
in the
Pokefloats.
city with the Pokefloats.
It's basically
like,
Pokefloats.
Oh my
it's
God,
so good.
I'm so excited.
It's a Pokemon 1v1 with 5 stock on Pokefloats. That's what it is. Yeah. With items off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
So have fun.
Yeah.
What else we got? We got stuff coming up, I guess, because all these things have passed. Otafest has passed.
Yeah.
It's the summertime.
Well, I guess geeky stuff. If you're into gaming, is going to be.
If you're into gaming, no one's ever been into gaming.
What's a video game?
Yeah, I guess it's just E3. That's coming up.
E3 is coming up.
So
something we were talking about earlier, though.
Yeah,
and we'll just throw that out there. Events like E3, not just E3, but events like E3 are a dying brand.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, they are.
Because in the age of social media and internet and everything like that, like, why compete for attention at one event when I can just release my my big news
thing on my own platform.
Right.
1 week before.
Because at this point,
the last couple of years, Devolver Digital's just had their own stream during E3.
Nintendo figured this out too, because they just did houses and directs, and they just kind of own their own podium, right?
I can't get past Devolver's stream unless I need to smoke a ton of weed before I watch it.
I'll join you. I'll join you on that.
Like they're fun. It's you need to be a certain state of mind to enjoy it. But no Sony conference this year.
There's no Sony conference. Nintendo's going to do their own thing somewhere else.
Yeah, we got a Microsoft one, but it's supposedly going to be PC focused.
It's just E3, the Microsoft show today.
Yeah, well, Bethesda, Ubisoft will have their own as well. Bethesda's going to be Doom Eternal, which is
okay.
I just want to see more demons get blown up.
How many new Assassin's game is Ubisoft going to?
Apparently two new IPs.
I was joking with plural.
Not two new IPs.
Well, two new IPs. That doesn't mean Assassin games.
There's no. I don't think they're going to have another Assassin's Creed anytime soon. Apparently, though, Origins was really good, and whatever the one in Greece is,
Odyssey.
See, I don't even know anymore. I used to be the biggest fan of the series.
Super Mario Odyssey, except not.
Yeah, except not. Just totally different.
Is it bad that I got burned once or twice by Ubisoft like 15 years ago and I refused to buy a game from them since?
I got burned by EA once, and I refused to buy a game for them since.
What was the game?
SimCity 4.
I don't even remember what... Oh, my God.
SimCity 4. I bought that.
You bought SimCity 4?
I bought that on launch.
Oh, my God. Did you try to play on launch day? Of course you fucking did. You didn't get to play?
No, I didn't.
City Skylines?
No, because city building games, I used to love them until SimCity 4.
You're missing out severely in Skylines.
To my understanding, Skylines is more like SimCity 2000, where it was the good one.
I'm looking for 2000 or 3000, where it's a nice blend of simplicity and accessible gameplay and in-depth systems.
The one bad thing about Skylines is that it gets really deep.
It's not SimCity 4. SimCity 4 was a really good one. SimCity 5. Sorry. SimCity 4 was the really good one, because there was one after 3000.
Anyways.
Was there?
Yes, there was.
Because I just remember there was the one SimCity that came out probably 2012 or
2012 was SimCity 5. SimCity 4
was all online.
Awful. It was awful.
It was complete garbage. On launch day, the servers were overloaded.
Yep.
So maybe 1 in 20 people could actually play the game.
I went back to playing...
save without being online.
Yep.
And people were like, oh, you can't just flip the switch. It's all built. And then 3 days later, they flipped the switch and made it so you can play offline.
Yep. I basically went back to playing StarCraft immediately after installing it and trying to get on. So, but anyways, so we've got... I don't know if EA is going to do their own conference this time.
And then not specifically with E3, but Google's announced
Stadia. Stadia, whatever. I'm interested.
Stadia is like Italian.
Yeah, I'm interested in just the fact that you can use anything that has a Chrome browser and a good Wi-Fi connection. Yeah, that's of interest to me. So if I can play single player games like that, that'd be interesting. And apparently, it supports the whole time of controllers as well.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that I've seen about it, everyone is always like, but the input lag.
Yeah.
And you can't get past the speed of light. No. I'm sorry, Google. You have a lot of smart people working for you. I know that. You can't get past the speed of light.
Yeah.
Input lag is going to be atrocious.
Once you're
unless you've browsed my search history so much and collected so much data that you know I'm going to press the A button before I press the A button.
How do you know they haven't?
You know what? That's not untrue. Yeah. They probably do know.
I might not be surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you just put your controller down and you just watch the gameplay for you. You're like, that's exactly what I would have done.
Yeah, the moment you're past the 150 millisecond mark, that's
150 millisecond for everything though.
Really,
like that you notice that.
Okay,
but when your input lag is like 100,
that's true.
100 milliseconds. When it doesn't get from your controller to the console for like 100 milliseconds.
Yeah.
And then the console takes a frame or two to figure it out. Mm-hmm. So that's another 17 to 30 seconds.
I'm honestly...
And then it has to render it, send it back to you. That's going to be another 70 milliseconds.
Yeah.
Then it has to get to your screen. And if you're using a TV, my God, fuck TVs. That's another 30 to 50 milliseconds just to display the goddamn image.
Yep. I will say though, there are some games out there that this would work with, I think, but not everything.
There's lots of
and even some FPSs. I mean, like, have you ever played Killzone 2?
Nope.
Okay, it's actually
any console FPS would probably be fine.
Yeah, like but Killzone 2 actually had input lag built into its design.
Okay,
so that was kind of interesting too. So, but yeah, Stadia's.
I don't know. I just think at the end of the day,
I'm still skeptical.
I don't know anyone who's going to buy it right off the bat. Everyone's going to be waiting for reviews. Everyone's going to.
Anything turn-based would probably be great.
Yeah.
Things like Tetris, where it's not. Well, until the later levels.
Yeah.
Where it's not super high input. I can see it working out and being good for certain games.
Yeah.
But there's entire genres that I can just tell you right off the bat won't work.
Yeah.
And not to mention, at the end of the day, this is cloud-based, especially when it comes to like computing, like sort of for video games and stuff like that. How many people want to mod things? How many people want to
absolutely
like stay with a certain version based on maybe some kind of not bugs, but necessarily like speed running and stuff like that, right? Like they like to run certain versions. So this, if it is super successful, great, but it spells the end for a certain era for video games because
I honestly I don't think so.
Control.
Yeah,
no, and it's a total control thing, man.
Well, it is total control, and how a lot of people with digital distribution be like, oh, you don't really own your video games. When you're just streaming video games, when you're doing the Netflix of video games, you literally do not own your video games. You can't mod them, except for maybe built-in mod managers, which Bethesda has tried to do before.
So I think this is going to be interesting because the PS5...
It's going to be interesting. I want to see what happens.
Yep.
I work at a data center, and I have very strong opinions about cloud computing.
Right.
Stadia is not going to kill traditional gaming.
No. I don't think it will either.
I'm not going to say it's going to kill traditional gaming. I'm just saying that...
It might change gaming.
It might change it.
It changes how gamers and not indie developers, like modders, want to interact with...
More than anything, I think this is going to change gaming for the entry level.
Right.
For the hardcore levels... People are going to want their own gaming rig.
They're still going to want their own PCs,
the best hardware.
Right.
They're going to want, or even they're just going to want their own consoles that they can bring to their friend's house, or people who don't have internet connections that can support it. Gaming isn't going to go anywhere. This is just for people who are like, you know what? $300-400 for a console that I want for like 2 or 3 games is stupid.
Right. But it's okay. Yeah. Anyways, I want to compare and contrast it with the PS5, which they've actually released some specs. Actually,
yes, it's going to have Vega graphics.
But apparently they want to just get rid of load times and loading screens. Like this,
are they going to have some Intel fucking Optane in there?
The new SSD is custom and it is 19 times faster than traditional SSDs.
Whoa.
So
depending on how they're talking about that or how they're measuring that, that actually might be based on Intel Optane.
Right, but what they're saying, a lot of developers are saying that so for things like big open world games, you won't see pop-in anymore. You won't see loading screens anymore.
Interesting.
And like if you want to like at 1,000,000 miles an hour, you want to crank up the game settings and you want to go from one side of the map to the other in GTA 5. If you could, and like literally fly to the other side of the map, you can. So this now allows for way bigger maps,
you know,
and all that. So
if they actually manage to do that, and that is a huge if.
Yeah,
that's a huge if. The consoles have promised big things before, and they've never delivered. If they actually manage to do that, I will be legitimately impressed.
And this is the best thing: full backwards compatibility with the entire PS4 library.
That's not that impressive.
That's impressive to me.
Well, no, they're x86 CPUs,
right? Yeah. So, but I mean, it's not like the generational jump from PS3 to PS4, right?
Like PS3 to PS4, that was an architectural change,
right?
You emulating PS3 takes a ton of CPU power right now. It's insane, and so obviously bringing it from PS3 to PS4, when people say it's not possible. I say, okay.
Yeah, but this is something I want to see.
Because if anything, I'm more impressed that the Xbox One, that there was cross-compilation for Xbox 360 games to be re-released on it.
Right.
That was amazing.
Yeah. But you had to like rebuy the games and stuff, basically.
No,
or you had to download like
you had
compatibility.
Compatibility it wasn't running
patches.
the Xbox 360 code because again there was an architectural difference.
Right, Power PC versus.
But the fact that Microsoft put the tools out there to cross compile from that architecture to the new one, that it sounds easy. That's not easy. That's hard as fuck. That's impressive.
But to me, this is really cool because. You know, like we were kind of like when we saw certain remasters on the PS4 from PS3 games. So stuff like Uncharted, for instance, right? The Uncharted collection, they unlocked the frame rates for all 3 games, right? And then when you got to Uncharted 4, you had to jump back down to 30 again, right? Because
they took advantage of the hardware.
Yeah, but now it's like I can just pop in Uncharted 4 into my PS5 and I'll get 60 FPS, right? And that's amazing to me. It's the same game that makes remasters moot, right? Like remastering like old games and stuff. That kind of makes it moot, at least for just one generation.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, like,
I don't know.
Just do PC gaming.
You could. Yeah.
My Fable CD.
Yeah.
From frickin'
6?
I don't even know. 2006, 2005.
Yeah.
I can literally pop that into my computer now and play Fable better than I've ever played it before.
Right.
There are some games, just like on that note, there are some games where they're just so hilariously like not optimized that like
Crisis.
Crisis.
No, not like Crisis. Yeah. Well, Crisis is one of them, but like so back when like The Sims 3 was new, and I thought my computer was just like middle of the range and not handling it very well. And then I not recently, but like the last few years when I've had like my computer now, which has like the architecture is incredibly good, right? Very, very well able to run Sims 3, or so I thought. But like I'm running on an SS, like the game files are on an SSD, and you know I have so much more VRAM.
Yeah, you're
RAM
running it on
like
the
that.
Dream system that people of that time would have had.
Exactly, and it's like it loads so slow, and it's terrifying. And I'm just like, I thought things would be better, but no.
Sometimes when the game's made shit, the game will always be shit.
Absolutely, it will.
That is very true.
Okay. Anyways, so we were talking about E3. Really quick list of things that we probably will see.
Yeah.
Gears of War 5. Who cares?
Yeah.
Oof.
You might care.
Oh, Halo Infinite. That's
Halo
coming
Infinite.
to PC.
That's on PC now.
Hell yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Halo.
Infinite. No, not just that. Master Chief Collection on PC as well.
I know.
Okay.
I'm
Halos
so
1
excited.
through 4 and Reach, and then Halo Infinite. No 5 though, but whatever.
Whatever. I'll take what I can get.
Halo 3 on PC. Thank you.
And I think they already said something
Thank you.
about Halo Infinite going to Steam.
Yes, that too. Both are on Steam. Both will be on Steam. Ghost Recon
Because
Breakpoint.
guess what, everyone? Microsoft has finally decided the Windows Store kind of sucks.
Yes, it's
so
kind
bad.
of awful.
Finally, after like a decade and a half of games for Windows Live being garbage,
Unpopular
and then
opinions.
the Microsoft Windows Store being garbage, finally like, you know what? Why don't we let another company that actually knows what they're doing handle this?
I think the only thing I've ever downloaded off the Windows Store was Minecraft Windows Edition, and then I uninstalled it and reinstalled the Java Edition.
Why would the Java Edition is just worlds better?
Yeah, well,
I mean, it
except
works.
for optimization and all that, but still, because it's running on Java. But Jedi Fallen Order, that's the EA's new single-player Star Wars game, which looking forward to.
How are they going to put loot boxes in it?
Apparently, there won't be any. It's a single-player game.
Bullshit.
Dude.
Yeah, I know.
Survive.
I know.
Survive in this environment.
I know.
Without microtransactions.
That's sweet Disney money. That's how.
What else you got?
Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
Because
gimme.
yeah, and that's awesome because Doom is awesome. Darksiders, another one apparently.
Dying Light 2.
Dying Light 2.
I thought Dying Light 2 was already out. Or is it just Dying Light and I just don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I get Dead Island and Dying Light mixed up all the time.
Oh, that might be it actually.
They're not remotely the same game.
Yeah, Borderlands.
They both
3?
start with a D and they both have zombies.
Borderlands 3.
Dissidia? My God.
Yeah. The new COD, which is apparently a remake of a remake of a remake.
Is it actually a remake, or is it just
it's a reboot?
Story
it's a reboot.
Really?
It's a new story with the same characters, but this time, like,
wait a minute, I get to play Soap again?
Yes, you do.
Captain Price?
Yes.
Yes.
He's happy now.
Yes.
He likes it now.
But okay, so
dude, Soap and Captain Price, I love them, dude.
Okay, so the thing about the first game was that it was kind of like an action movie take on the War on Terror.
Yes.
Right? This one is apparently way more political and serious.
Okay.
And actually gets into things like war.
So gritty.
Yeah, but like, hopefully they're the writers for it, but apparently they're getting into things like child soldiers and war crimes and like the geopolitics.
The big boy stuff.
Yeah, so
interesting.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. This is the first time in a while that I'm actually interested in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
What's happened?
Square Enix will have an Avengers game.
That's going to be very beautiful.
And
is it going to be like Marvel Ultimate Alliance or
no? Like, it's going to be more like the PS4 Spider-Man, which was also very good. So Cyberpunk 2077.
Is it actually coming out?
There's probably just kind of a demo, maybe a release date, a new Watch Dogs game because everyone cares about Watch Dogs. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
I laugh, but the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games back on the GameCube
they're great.
Fun as hell.
Yeah, no, a lot of people are excited about this one. The Zelda Link's Awakening for Nintendo, the tilt shifty like miniature one.
Yeah.
Sword and Shield, but apparently we've already seen a lot of it.
Yeah, a lot
Are
of
we
stuff
going to?
It looks fun.
It looks pretty cool.
As someone who does not like the
Luigi's Mansion 3, there was the 2?
There was.
Yeah.
3DS.
Oh, okay.
Things we expect to see. Forza 8. There's apparently a new Fable, a new Animal Crossing for Switch.
Oh, yeah, there is a new Fable.
Super Mario Maker 2, a new Fire Emblem.
Super Mario Maker 2 is going to be great.
Except you can't play with friends.
I don't have friends.
Unlucky.
I can make my own friends in Super Mario.
And there's a Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I can't wait.
It's not real.
It is real.
It's real.
It's
Wait,
real.
what the fuck was that? Wolfenstein
It's real, and I can't wait.
Potentially,
I'm so excited.
You're gonna have to wait. You have to wait for forever.
Apparently there's going to be a Bayonetta 3.
Earlier.
Are these just speculations?
Yeah, these are speculations.
I'm happy.
So yeah, a lot of speculations. Death Stranding, 2. I want to see more gameplay. That will probably happen.
Speaking of Overwatch, really quickly, but it wasn't actually Overwatch. In Tekken, someone made an Overwatch, like they made Doomfist and stuff.
Yeah,
so, it looks legit.
Yeah,
like
I'll have to look that up.
Just like as a mod for a character model, or
yeah. But like, just basically, Overwatch has a really good character roster for a fighting game,
right?
Because they have the right number of characters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be actually really amazing to see.
Actually, someone made a not exactly a mod, but like a game mode for Overwatch where it's effectively Overwatch but Smash Bros. Style.
Wait.
Cool.
They actually did a really good... I'm looking at the skin right now, and oh my god.
Yeah. Is that the Tekken thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Really well.
All right.
Oh my god.
There's gameplay video. There's mod video.
We got to wrap up pretty soon here. So.
Oh, I get it. I see. Why do they have to make that skin?
Yep.
Hold on. I'd like to thank our second sponsor, Microsoft, for sponsoring our episode and our event. You check them out, hopefully, at our gaming area, Open Gaming. They had a booth as well, and we also host pocket events, gaming events with them in the community at Microsoft Chinook. Here's a little bit more about them.
Visit the Microsoft Store Calgary and Chinook Center for free gaming tournaments and more every weekend. Join the gaming community and battle for glory and prizes with games like Fortnite, Apex Legends, Hearthstone, League of Legends, Halo, Jump Force, and many more. Check the schedule by visiting Microsoft.com/Calgary and get involved with weekly updates by joining the Microsoft Store Calgary Gaming Events Meetup Group.
Thank you again to Microsoft. You guys are amazing for all the work that you do with us. We really appreciate it, and we hope to continue partnering with you in the future.
Yeah. Cool.
We'll see you at E3, I guess, too.
Yeah. We're Twitch. Do we still do things with Twitch? Not really anymore, right?
We tried to stream some stuff. It's difficult because it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
To be consistent, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Consistency was the main thing. When we were streaming, I was trying to nail down that consistency of schedule, but it's difficult stuff. None of us are, making
full-time
runs
streamers.
and full-time stream.
Yeah, the one thing I'm gonna miss about E3 is like those like live viewings with friends and stuff. That's the one thing I'm gonna miss.
Those.
But
Those were always fun.
yeah, because like the one thing I would look forward to every year was watching the Sony stream. So, but not gonna happen this year. So yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Anyways,
anything else you guys got going on during the summer?
I have some friends visiting
Yeah.
to come to Stampede, so I'm going to go to Stampede this year.
Ooh.
For the first time in a long time.
Have you guys checked out the Stampede foods already?
It looks super interesting.
What do they have? I have not.
I will pull that up, actually. I'll point
Jay,
out
we got like 2 minutes left.
well, that's pretty quick.
Okay.
It's just food.
No more
Do you
scorpion
remember
pizza.
anything interesting? Just say one thing you might remember.
No more scorpion
it's all
pizza.
garbage.
It's all
No
garbage.
more
Garbage.
scorpion pizza.
No more scorpion pizza.
But I want deep fried scorpion pizza.
no deep
don't
fried
want any
scorpion
of that.
pizza.
No. The scorpion pizza was literally like a crappy cheese pizza, and they put like a
They
dead
put-
scorpion
and
on
you don't
top.
taste anything.
Yeah.
It's just crunch. It's just like some
Crunchy
crap.
on
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah. Stampede food has never interested me except for just like mini donuts as usual. But anyways, and deep fried Oreos.
Barbecue chicken hearts on a stick. Which
Oh, what the fuck?
Yay.
That's nothing interesting if you're Asian, anyways.
Yeah.
Butter your ice cream.
What if your ice cream?
That
that'd
might
be
be
fine.
good. Yeah.
Flamin'
Flamin'
hot
hot
Cheetos
Cheetos,
corn dog.
Hell yeah.
That sounds good.
Hell yeah.
Ramen dog.
Deep fried chicken skins. Just chicken skins. Oh my!
Oh my
is come.
god,
I
wait, that
love
sounds
chicken
amazing.
skins.
Churro cone.
A churro cone.
Churro cone sounds
Candy
good.
taco.
Yeah.
Cotton candy taco.
Salmon frog legs.
Ew, dill pickle ice pop.
Yeah, dill pickle.
Oh.
So they take pickle juice and make it into a lollipop. Or not lollipop,
Interesting.
popsicle. Sorry.
Oh my
Interesting.
god.
Funnel pizza.
Funnel pizza.
It's like a funnel cake, but they make a pizza dough out
King
of it, I'm
Spammy.
guessing.
It's a hot dog that also has slices of spam alongside the hot dog.
That's
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
down.
I mean,
with
what's a
that.
hot dog but spam in a different form?
Oh
right?
no,
D-
it's not what I think it is.
No, but
Oh,
aren't some-
Spamity spam.
Aren't-
Spamity spam.
It's an octopus. It's just a
Spamity
boiled
spam.
octopus leg.
It's a tentacle.
Yeah, at least deep fried or something.
it's probably not gonna be very good.
Yeah.
Spamity spam.
Octopus lollipop.
Spamity spam.
Yeah, pretty meh. Just going through. Anyways,
Lobster dumplings.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're gonna have a Tokyo street dog. I'm gonna go get that.
What is the Tokyo street dog?
It's like a Japanese hot dog, like if you ever
Yeah.
have one.
and the wild boar
Oh,
bacon
okay. So that's the
Alfred.
one that I see in all my Japanese animes that have like mayo and lettuce and all
Yep.
that good
Yeah.
stuff.
I will
Great.
say, so the only thing I really do at Stampede nowadays, other than work at it, is literally when it comes
Concerts.
to food. I go on the Thursday night, the sneak peek night, because like everything's open anyways. and
Yeah.
there's like fewer lines. You go get food, which is great. And the number one food to get, despite all this gimmick food, just go down Barbecue Alley.
Yeah.
Barbecue Alley.
Oh, that
you get
place
those
is
beef
so
ribs.
good. So good.
It's just it's heaven. It's heaven. All this other stuff is a gamble for your money.
Right.
But Barbecue Alley is like, oh,
Perfect every
It's
time.
beautiful.
Oh, bacon pancake dipper. It's like a pancake with a piece of bacon baked
yes,
into
bacon
it.
pancakes, making bacon
That
pancakes.
sounds amazing.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's Calgary for you.
Yeah, it's dumpster
Wow.
food.
Carny food.
Exactly. All right, so that's pretty much it. Thank you for putting up with us for our 4th season. I can't believe we've actually gotten this far already. This is Alfred's last regular episode as a co-host.
Yeah, that's right. I'm actually stepping back
Yeah,
a bit
but-
from podcasts.
Really, but we might still have you on every now and then.
Every
just
now and
once.
then, but yeah, this is my last regular episode.
Yeah.
Congratulations on
Thank
your
you
retirement.
for being with me on every episode except
Oh,
for
you're
one.
welcome.
I think that's it. I think that you've
I
only
think
ever
you.
missed one.
No, I've missed like 2 or 3,
No,
maybe.
I think
no?
you've only ever missed one. my
Oh,
boy.
okay, all right. But yeah, that's well, I'm about to miss a lot more. So
Yeah. Appreciate all the work that you've done, and
Yeah.
hope that you enjoy your new roles at Otafest, of which you've been taken away from me.
We'll miss you, Alfred.
Yeah, we'll still talk about anime.
Good
and
night,
shit
sweet
without you.
prince.
Yeah. Thank you all for listening.
Rip
Thank
in
you.
peace, bro.
Thank you to Crunchyroll and Microsoft for sponsoring us in our event. And we'll see everybody in about 2.5 months, maybe.
Yeah,
Sounds right.
sounds good.
A bit of a refresh and everything like that. Thank you for everything.
yeah.
See you on the flip side.